else you would have to take your pictures back. Honourable members, the second issue. I have a paper in my hand which appears to be a Google printout. Now, the Google printout, if I can read it. AI overview. Medium-range military aircraft include versatile transport aircraft like the Lockheed C-130, Hercules Airbus A400M, and Kawasaki C2, as well as tactical transport planes. Honourable members, I am not debating. I also want this particular document to be linked to the budget under reference to make it admissible. Now, the other one is also long-range military with a whole. So, Honourable Nitiwul, my question to you is to link these ones to the budget. Now, I also received a document which is not signed, and it purports to come from the 2025 budget promise by ministries. Now, you have the 2025 budget. What you can do is to take the specific promise and draw the attention of the House to the budget under reference. So I am accordingly returning the documents to you to do the needful.
Mr. Speaker,
give it back.
Mr. Speaker, I am happy that this is live on TV. So the people of Ghana are watching us. Mr. Speaker, first of all, either some people were not listening or they have just failed to listen. Mr. Speaker, I cite the military operates two types of aircraft. They operate pure military aircraft. And I gave you the description and the type of aircraft that we have. They also operate VIP aircraft. Because in your own budget, you said you were going to buy medium-range aircraft and you were going to buy long-range aircraft. There are only two types you can buy. You can either buy military aircraft or you can buy VIP aircraft. And I took my time to educate you what a medium-sized military aircraft is with description. Mr. Speaker, that's what I gave you. I also took my time to educate you on what a long-range military aircraft is. And that's what I gave you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I then concluded that Ghana already has 3 medium-sized aircraft, so we don't need it. And we have never requested for it. 3 medium-sized military aircraft. 3. I also said, Mr. Speaker, that no African country, in fact, very few countries in the world, apart from about 3 or 4, are operating long-range military aircraft. So Ghana Air Force has never and will never request for long-range military aircraft. What they have requested for is the VIP aircraft, and that is what I came here for. And I'm saying to you that be brave enough and accept that we are going to buy 2 presidential jets. And I conclude that, Mr. Speaker, by saying that I will never be against it and I've never been against it. But you are running away from it. Why? It's because of the politics of what you did. The politics of yesterday is making you run away from it. The politics of yesterday, you see, you did politics for 5 years. 5 years of politics against military aircraft. Today, you are running away from it. But I can tell you something, and let me repeat. I can tell you something. I, who sat for 8 years in that place, knows the needs of the military better than anybody in this room. I can tell you that. And I agree, Mr. Speaker, and I agree that it is not in our interest. And let me conclude. I agree that it's not in our interest as a nation not to have a strategic lift.
Honorable Nitiwul, I'll ask that they should stop your time for you. Let me listen to Honorable Ayariga.
Once again, Mr. Speaker. Once again, Mr. Speaker. My point is a simple one. There is a budget policy before us that says retooling of the Air Force. Retooling of the Air Force. There is nothing in it about a presidential jet. There's nothing in it about a presidential jet. I recall that not long ago, just about a year ago, that you were in this house to brief us on the need for this house to approve the purchase of a presidential jet because the existing ones were not fit for purpose. And that is why the president was hiring aircraft and buffing in the air. Aircraft that had bathrooms, and he was flying and buffing in the air in aircraft that had bathrooms. You were saying that there was a need for aircraft, presidential jet, because the existing ones were not fit for purpose. I am saying that this budget does not mention a presidential jet. This budget talks about retooling the Air Force. And our rules, Rule 25, Rule 125. Let me read, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me read. Rule 125 says, a member shall not anticipate any matter by the consideration of a motion dealing with the subject matter which is likely to be introduced in the meeting. And I'm saying that once we approve this budget, the details of what constitutes retooling of the Air Force, the details will come to us. That motion will come. And when that motion comes, and it is a presidential jet, we will debate it. But as of now, there's nothing in the budget about a presidential jet. And so you cannot premise your debate on anticipation that this government might be considering the purchase of a presidential jet. So I plead with you that once again, I've noticed for the past 3 days that the debate has all been about a presidential jet. That is the only point I hear from my friends in the minority. Yes. It is a speaking point that almost everybody who gets up tries to have on, and it is not in the budget. It is not in the budget.
Yes, Honorable Patrick Mahama.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, a little knowledge I have is that every aircraft, be it a presidential jet that the Air Force or the military acquires, belongs to the Ghana Air Force. Whether a presidential jet or a fighter jet belongs to the fleet owned by the Ghana Air Force. So whether it's a retooling of the Air Force, an acquisition of an aircraft for the use of the president, they are all aircrafts that are going to belong to the Ghana Air Force, including the presidential jet in question. So there's nothing strange about the former minister talking about retooling of the Air Force, including the acquisition of a presidential jet. I thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, with all due respect, the budget is before all of us. I hear people from the background making reference to paragraph 1091. Let me read paragraph 1091. Mr. Speaker, the Ghana Air Force will be retooled. Beginning 2026, the government of Ghana will begin the procurement process for the acquisition of